We have to brace ourselves each time we fly. Sanjay Lazar, is that an acceptable line of argument that a lot of recruitment has happened? If I'm not mistaken, it's about 30% is a shortfall. Can we have this kind of an approach? You know, it's no surprise then that we are seeing incident after incident happening like this.
Good evening, Madhav. Thank you for having me on your show. 42% is the RTI reply. That is the average shortage as of yesterday. And Mr. Rohit Pawar has also filed one, and I've got this information. It is a pathetic state. I'm extremely sorry. Our entire aviation mechanism is in a mess. We should have restructured a long time ago. I've been saying this for over a year. We need a CAA type of structure. We need more recruitment in the DGCA, in the AAIB. You're right, Madhav, when you pointed out, Captain Randhawa also pointed out, that the VSR report of Mumbai incident is still not out. And now we've lost Ajit Dada Pawar last month. This is actually terrible to watch 3 incidents in 24 hours. Not to say that if we had more staff, these incidents wouldn't take place. But how many audits have been completed? The DGCA should come clean. What percentage of NSOP audits have been completed? What is the status? Let them come clean. Let the ministry give a statement that out of 100 NSOPs or 20 NSOPs, all have been audited in the last 3 months or 6 months. Let us have a status report of the aviation industry. We need huge oversight here. We are growing. I'm at an aviation conference at the Taj right now, and let me tell you, this is the concern most foreign investors have in this country. Lessors, investors, aviation, and the minister is attending here as well tomorrow. This is a big, big concern. What is going wrong with our system? We have operated at a smaller scale. We are now growing in leaps and bounds. And my worry is that if tomorrow we go to 300 airports and 3,000 aircraft that they talk about in the next 5 years, we're going to be woefully inadequate.
Absolutely.
So, it's time we need to do something.
High time. We need a huge, huge investment of time, of personnel, of qualified personnel at that, and perhaps need to change structures as well. We don't have any clear solutions. It's for the government to decide what it is, but this is certainly not acceptable. There's a reaction now coming in from Civil Aviation Minister Rammohan Naidu. I'm going to read it out. He says, deeply pained by the tragic air ambulance crash in Jharkhand. Loss of precious lives is heartbreaking. My condolences to the affected families in this moment of grief. Local administration AIB teams have immediately responded for rescue and on-site investigations. Let's quickly take this across to our other guests joining us at this point of time. We have Mr. Nikhil Palli, who's an aviation lawyer. Nikhil Palli, the reaction of the minister to the crash that happened last night at around 8 p.m. is coming about 20 hours later or 22 hours later. Surely one would expect a little more alacrity when 7 lives have been lost, sir.
Well, I don't know the reason behind it. Maybe he wanted to get into further details before coming out with the statement, so I will not comment. Of course, being the minister...
20 hours? 20 hours it takes to get details?
I'm saying, of course, being the minister, it is his responsibility to come out earlier, but there might have been certain things going behind the background. I am not privy to it, neither of any of us right now. The question, what I want to say, what I want to come down right now is, India has had till about 18 months ago, our safety record was decently good. There were no such complaints. What has happened? Have the laws been let down? My biggest fear goes towards the American way, in which self-certification was allowed, which led to the Boeing, the MAPS issues, in which Boeing themselves certified certain of their products. My question over here is has there been any change? Because the number of incidents we've seen off late, it cannot be passed off as we keep on saying that it's the safest form of transportation, but we cannot let it rest so much.
Sanjay Lazar wants to respond to you. Sanjay Lazar.
Madhav, I want to point out something. Sorry. In the last 5 years, and this is also an RTI report, Tehseen Poonawalla filed it, 50 incidents, 320 deaths. Aircraft incidents, 5 years. This is a DGCA RTI. So I'd like to correct that view that nothing happened in the last 18 months. I'm sorry, it has happened. We may not see it, it may not all be 171, and we pray that it never happens again. But we've had 50 incidents like this in the last 5 years with 321 dead.
Nikhil Palli, is this an acceptable figure to you?
Not at all, and neither did for a second I condone that. What I said is very clear. As unfortunate as it is, and as sad as it is, unfortunately, a huge number of those poor souls lost were weren't two major incidents. I am not condoning that. It is very sad. I stick my neck out and say that the minister should have come out earlier, but I don't know why it is taken in 20 years. Maybe he had to go through some certain facts and documentation which are privy to them, which are not privy to me. That is all I'm saying. I'm not here to defend the government, but I'm just giving you a practicality. It is very sad. Every life which has happened, which has been lost. In fact, I further go on to say that this needs to be taken care of, because it is not just limited to civil aviation. You know, we had the Tejas incident, which is happening. They had to come out and give a statement. So it's spread across.
Look, the Tejas incident is shocking, and certainly no one as an Indian is proud of it. It is HAL, which is a government enterprise at the end of the day. But we're talking about civil aviation. We're talking about the lives of you, me, all our viewers who catch a flight and are told that this is the safest mode of transportation. This is just not acceptable. And Captain Randhawa, how long can we, see these incidents happening? Is this really something that is tenable? Where and how should accountability being fixed? Because, when we have incidents like the Indigo crisis or the Air India crash, it is someone like the IOCC chief who is made to step down. And that's it. No one from the government is made to account.
I'm sorry to say, Mother, that even, after the Air India accident, they gave a clean sheet to all the Boeing company, Boeing, Honeywell, and GE. After that, we had the Indigo crisis. There are not much actions taken by the government of India. The minister on the state of the floor of Lok Sabha said very strict action will be taken against Indigo. Strict action is mere warnings and 22 crores of fine. Okay, what kind of atmosphere we're living? We are, until and unless we have a strong oversight program on the operators, we do not have good qualified staff in DGCA. I have been a part of that, and I have seen the deterioration in the.
Let me get a quick response, because we are totally out of time. But Sumit Sushilin, would you like to respond to that? No accountability is fixed. Just some fines will be imposed. Where is the accountability?
When Mr. Randhawa said there was no, definitely. See, basically the fine itself was so big, 22 crore plus 50 crore bank guarantee which they had paid. Okay, we are making sure that next time this type of incident will never happen. And
what
when it comes to the safety standards,
next time after Air India crash, after Indigo crisis, Baramati crash, now 3 crashes. This next time is proving to be costly for the lives of Indian citizens. And that is why this is extremely disturbing, Dr. Sumit Sushilan. This next time mentality and just letting things go as usual with a few fines is not acceptable to Indian citizens. Those who are watching this show, those who are seeing what is happening, will not find this to be an acceptable solution. That is all I will say at the moment. And let me leave it there. Captain Randhawa, Sanjay Lazar, Nikhil Pali, and Dr. Sumit Sushilan, thanks so much for joining us this evening.